Tasmai Om Shuklam Bharadram Vishnu Sashivanam Chaturvedam Prasanavajanam Jai Sarvavigopashante Om Bhuvasuraha Tatsaviturvarenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Kaliki in the building. Welcome to the video. Welcome to Transformation Mastery Kaliki in the building edition. I'm here. I have been perfectly aligned with the universe to make this video with my highest presence. You are perfectly aligned in this universe watching this video with your highest presence, and together we will make some kind of synergy where we grow together on our journeys. So the first thing I want to start off with is, are you enlightened? The answer to that depends on the answer that you give me when I ask you, what is the current experience you are having with yourself? Where are you coming from? If you want to go deeper into this, close down your eyes. Close down those beautiful eyes. And tell me, what is the current relationship you're having with what you're currently experiencing right now within? Scan your body. Scan your head, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your belly, focus more so on the stomach and chest area. What is the current experience you're having with that? What if someone were to be in your body right now, what would they rate that experience? Would they say, oh, this is fun, this is interesting, I'm enjoying this, or get me out of this body right now? Most people, you can open up your eyes, most people are not experiencing a very positive experience. And what I want to say is, this experience you're having with yourself is the core of everything. All of your relationships, your health, your financial status, everything that you're experiencing, you're at this core place is coming from what you're experiencing within your relationship with what you're experiencing. So the question is, are you enlightened? Enlightenment is not the goal here. Enlightenment is, what is true enlightenment is experiencing what you're experiencing fully. Experiencing this current experience of yourself at a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 doesn't mean you're happy or feeling a positive emotion. It means you're experiencing what you're experiencing completely. So if someone else were in your body and they're feeling how you're feeling and they're like, wow, I'm really having this experience right now. Whatever I'm experiencing is the shit. Put it this way. If what you were experiencing was the goal of life, if you're experiencing some anxiety or some depression, if that was the goal of this creation, if that was the goal of your life, and you experiencing it, suddenly you'd be like, oh, well, I just achieved the goal of life. I am absolutely abundant now, because you're changing the relationship with what you're feeling. If what you were feeling was the shit, suddenly you're like, I made it. That's enlightenment right there. Changing that relationship with what you're feeling to a 10 out of 10. Feeling it to the fullest. Don't try to reach this place where you're always happy, where you're always positive, where you're always in what people would say enlightenment. I am in bliss. I am not experiencing any negativity. No. You are trying to reach a place where you are not running away from anything. When you're trying to be perfectly enlightened all the time, 100% enlightened, you're running away from not being enlightened suddenly. Suddenly you are escaping not being enlightened. Baba in the building. We think we see things as they are, but that is not true. You don't see the world as it is, but as you are conditioned to see it. We think we have an objective view of the world and how we see things, but really, we are wearing a set of glasses that are putting a certain frame of how we look at things. This is called your paradigm. As soon as you come into this world, they put these glasses in you. They condition you. We think we see things as they are, but we actually see things as we're conditioned to see them. So we see things through this filter of, if your experience of yourself is like a 3 out of 10, we see things through that filter. And that we have that as soon as we come into this world. They put it, the world is conditioned. We come out of the womb, and the doctor says, snip, and you're like, no, my mommy, and you put it into this world, and it's traumatizing. There's actually a lot of healing you can do around your birth and your time in the womb. I study that stuff. It's knowledge in the mother's womb and your womb. That's another video. I've done healings where I healed my time when I was in my mom's womb. I actually experienced trauma with my soul in the time I was in my mom's womb. When you heal that stuff, this is a journey. Healing, letting go, peeling one layer of the onion. When you peel one layer of the onion, there's always another layer and another layer until we get to our core, which our core is bliss. So that's what we're talking about here. How to be at that core place, which is bliss. And bliss doesn't mean that you're experiencing everything happy or positive. Bliss means you experience it to the fullest, to the fucking core of your being. You're experiencing what you're experiencing, and you're fully inhabited in that feeling. So we think we see things objectively. We think we're seeing things about lenses. We think we're seeing things, this is a couch, this is a room, this is a light, this is a painting. Bullshit. This is not how we're seeing things. We're seeing things through these lenses, and we're like, oh, this is a couch, but it's not really a couch. It might be a horse, and we don't see it how it is. So we think we're seeing things through this 10 out of 10 lens. If you're not happy in your life, you think that's just your life. You think that's life. But no, when you take those fucking glasses off and you see things as they are, life is this blissful, positive, abundant, fulfilling experience. If you're not happy right now, I guarantee you, happy with a capital H, which means you're experiencing the state of being, not the emotion. You're more likely wearing those glasses. So don't lose hope. If you get anything in this video, hold on to hope that there is a better paradigm that you could be coming from. You don't know you're wearing them because it's always been like this. People at a 3 out of 10 paradigm, where they're in this place where they feel shitty, they're experiencing life as a shitty paradigm, they are not aware that they're wearing these glasses. They're not aware that they're experiencing everything through a 3 out of 10. There's two paradigms, all right? One where you take the glasses off and you see things clearly at a 10 out of 10 paradigm, which is the goal. And one where you're seeing things not so clearly at the 3 out of 10 place. You could see it it's either happiness with a capital H or unhappiness. You could be seeing things from a place of completeness or incompleteness. You could say things you're feeling from a place of wholeness or emptiness. There's two paradigms that you could be in. All of our actions are coming from this place. So if we're coming from a 3 out of 10, our actions, and if a place where we're wearing these glasses and we're not seeing things clearly, our actions are in that. So our whole life is dependent on the place that we're coming from. we are coming from a 10 out of 10 place. Suddenly our actions are abundant, beautiful, amazing, inspired, brilliant. We're coming from this 3 out of 10 place. Our actions are shitty, gloomy, dark, pain-ridden, not clear. Abundance glasses, you can get a pair of those and always be seeing things through abundance. How do we do that? I will get into that right now. First things first, I want to talk about how do we know which one we have on? Stop hustling. Stop trying to improve yourself. Stop using willpower. Do nothing. Where do you fall? Do you fall like, if I stop forcing myself to live, if I stop this constant on the run, where do you fall? Do you fall into scarcity or abundance? We just did an exercise where you rated the current experience within yourself. Was it a 10 out of 10? Like, all right, I might feel some pain in my body. I might feel a little stressed out. I might feel a little anxious. But I'm feeling that to the fullest. It's the fucking shit. I love how it feels. 10 out of 10. Or not so much. I hate this experience. I can't handle it. It's too much. I can't take it anymore. This is where the work starts. Where you change the relationship with what you're feeling. This assumption that we are incomplete is the birth of the ego. It's the birth of self-hate. It's the birth of all negativity. Unless you take the glasses off, you never get to the cause of your misery. Because the experience you're having with yourself is the core of all of this. The experience you're having with yourself. So I want you to sit down and breathe with how you're feeling. Experience it to the max. When you change that relationship with your experience, suddenly everything will change. So we're going to sit down silently and we're going to experience the feeling fully at a place of 10 out of 10. Close down those eyes. Scan your body. What you're feeling right now is exactly how you're meant to feel. Breathe into it. Breathe in deeply into your belly. Breathe out, letting go of everything. This doesn't mean you have to feel good. It means we are feeling what we are feeling completely. And when we take that negative resistance away, everything will transmute. Breathe into your belly. Breathe out. Now, with what you're experiencing, is where everything falls from, where everything comes from. We usually are trying to deal with the external world. We're trying to deal with the external. Say your hand is on fire. Instead of taking the hand from the fire and dealing with what is causing the problem, which is your inner state, which is the set of glasses that you have on, you say, oh, my hand's on fire. Let me put a Band-Aid. Let me put some ice. Let me put some ointment. But the hand is still on fire. Deal with the cause. Get to the cause of the problem. Here, let me take my glasses off. Most solutions we are doing are Band-Aids of a bigger problem. The problem is your core experience with yourself. We have this problem, the fire. Our hand's on fire. We're trying to deal with the external. Okay, let me try to get some more money. No, more validation. No, more friends. No, more, success. No, the hand's on fire. What we're experiencing. Instead of moving the hand out, we're like, oh, put some Band-Aid, put ice, put ointment. It never deals with the cause of the problem. We are trying to assume abundance while being in a place of scarcity. We're in scarcity. We're running away from how we feel. We're not feeling good. We're trying to get to abundance from there. When we have to find abundance within ourselves first to get that place of enlightenment, to get that place of peace, we need to work with where we're coming from. So people are trying to get hustle and motivation. We are working on becoming more confident, all right? When we're working on becoming more confident, what is that assuming? By default, you're not confident to begin with. You're trying and hustling, motivate yourself. You're hustling, willpower, motivation. What is that assuming? That by default, just you letting go, being yourself, you're not abundant, effortlessly motivated. You get what I'm saying? You have to come from that place of wholeness. 10 out of 10, letting go, and everything will come from that place where your hand's not in the fire. Your hand is in ghee. You're abundant. You're like, oh, soothe. Naturally, I'm going to be inspired. Naturally, I'm going to be confident. But instead of that, your hand's on fire. You're like, oh, I feel like shit. Okay, let's work on confidence. What we're assuming, we're not confident by default. So we're like, oh, I have to work on becoming more confident. We're like, oh, I have to hustle and motivate myself to be a better person. What we're assuming, we're not hustling or motivated by default. You have to deal with that core reason. You have to find that core place. And this is a journey. This is a journey of healing, of letting go, of meditation, of inner job. It's an inner job. This is an inside job. You have to go within and dive deep. And then everything from that place will start transforming. It will be effortless. Your life, you can't even fucking imagine the possibilities when you remove that flame and you heal and you put your hand in ghee or some kind of healing ointment. And you just take you're like, we're going on life and we're riding with the brakes on. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. Let's see, what's the perfect one? I'm incomplete. I'm empty. I am not good enough. And we are riding with the brakes on. We have this as our core, and so we're doing everything from that place. Suddenly we're saying, I am complete. I am whole. I am worthy. I am abundant. And we come from that place of abundance, you take the brakes off and you're starting to go perfect place. So I recommend you put yourself in a peaceful environment in your life, just in general, a general pointer. Put yourself in a peaceful environment where you can see where you're coming from. If you're not in a peaceful environment, you're never going to be able to see where you're coming from. All of your life is based off of the place that you're coming from. Your assumption, if you're coming from that place where you don't see things clearly, you see out of 3 out of 10, you have the glasses on, you're like, I'm a piece of shit, I'm not worthy, and you're coming from that place, you will never be able to get out of that place because you have to deal with the core thing, the glasses. You're not seeing that you have to deal with the fire. Take them out, and then you take the brakes off, and suddenly everything will transform from there. You are assuming abundance, you are assuming 10 out of 10. There's two paradigms, 3 out of 10 and 10 out of 10. When you're coming from that place of 10 out of 10, you're coming from a place of wholeness, completeness. Doesn't mean you're always positive. You feel what you feel to the max. So a way you can also see where you're at is how do you react to positivity? Say you get a compliment. Hey, your hat looks very beautiful, my friend. You're like, oh, this hat, it's nothing. It's just a hat, I don't know. That is an assumption that you're at 3 out of 10. You're not able to really let success land. How you see if you're at a 10 out of 10, you take the positivity, you're like, oh, this hat? Fuck yeah, this hat is awesome. That's why I put it on. This hat is the best. You know what I'm saying? So you need to get to the assumption, the experience you are having with yourself is the core of everything. Life is an inside job. So when you're able to, this is why meditation is so powerful, when you're able to deal with your inside. But most people are not meditating properly. I'm going to get into meditation techniques in the further videos, probably the next video. This is an amazing series. This is the answer to your problems. This is the answer to life right here. This is the key. So you got to deal with that core thing, the fire. Hands over the fire. Instead of putting on the symptoms, deal with the cause of the problem. Deal with the inside, your experience of yourself. Put some fancy glasses on that are seeing from a 10 out of 10, abundance, and see things as they are. Or the better way is saying, you already have glasses on, take the horse blinders off and see things from a whole new way of seeing. There's a whole other life out there. There's a whole other life that you're seeing from heavenly minded. The kingdom of heaven, walking and stepping inside the kingdom of heaven is an inside job. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within. When you step inside that kingdom, within, you are seeing things from that 10 out of 10 place, and it is permanent. Hands over the fire, we're putting the band-aid, we still get burnt. Okay, so I got the job. I'm still feeling like shit. All right, hand over the fire, put ice. All right, I got the girl. I still feel like shit. All right, hand over the fire, put ointment. I got success. Still feel like shit. My hand's still getting burnt. We have to walk with taking that fire away. And then everything will transform. Let that land. We need to see things as they are. In the kingdom of heaven, when we are heavenly minded, we see things without a set of lenses. We see things in a blissful sight. We are experiencing things without that flame burning us. So we are in a place of abundance. I'm coming from that place. This is why I'm able to deliver something like this and come from a place of, do I feel enlightened all the time? Do I feel amazing all the time? Do I feel great all the time? Do I feel happy all the time? Well, actually, I feel pretty damn good most of the time because I'm coming from this place of abundance. But no, I'm not perfect. I'm not happy all the time. I'm not amazing all the time. I feel like shitty sometimes. I feel bad. But I changed the way that I'm experiencing it. I'm not having this flame that's burning me and I'm not putting ice over it. I'm dealing with the flame. So I'm coming from a place of, no, what I'm feeling is good. I'm currently experiencing that to the fullest. So suddenly everything is enlightened. Everything is seen with a vision of peace. The key is to be in a peaceful, good Vastu place and dive deep into that. I'll make a video on Vastu, but Feng Shui is most people's problems. The way your house is aligned, the way things are aligned. If you're having a southwest facing house, good luck. If you're able to be in the northeast facing, that's a big deal, and you're able to experience what you experience. So Vastu is so big; it's the core of most people's problems. But we'll get into that more later. The quality of your life is how you're experiencing things right now. Okay, so when you're able to experience what you're experiencing fullness, you will also be in tune with your intuition. You will see things with a higher intuition, and you will be able to be guided into which way is the right way. You'll be able to be tuned with your inner guru better. You'll be able to see who you are better. So tap into that within self. All right, we're going to wrap this up. When you get to 10 out of 10 by diving deep, letting go, you can't even imagine the fucking possibilities. So what I want to end this with is what you are experiencing is what you will get out of life. The paradigm you're in, are you seeing it with this horse blinders on, or are you seeing it as it is? How you can see things as they are, let go, feel how you're feeling to the fullest, change your view from I'm incomplete to I'm complete. And not like an affirmation where you're saying I am complete, but inside you're feeling incomplete. Deal with that core problem. We're going to dive deeper into how to get into that core problem in my next video, so stay tuned. What you want to know right now is it's not the thing, but the place that you're coming from. It's not the thing, but the place that you're coming from. No matter what you do in your life, if you're coming from a place of abundance, it's good. Because you will get more abundance from that. All beautiful things come from abundance. all shitty things, terrible things come from a place of I'm not good enough, I'm incomplete, all negativity is arising from that place. You will get only positivity from coming from a more abundant place. So what you want is to experience life in abundance, then the external will fall into it. So we're going to tap into how to get into that in the next video. Stay tuned. As always, I love you. Namaste. Jema.